Harry Bosch has faced death more times than he can count, in shootouts, chases, and standoffs. But the one threat he's never had to confront directly is his creator. That is, until now. In a candid Noom interview, best-selling author and Bosch creator Michael Connelly has made a statement that sent ripples through the fan base. He might kill off Harry Bosch. Connelly's revelation came during a discussion about legacy, long-running characters, and the complicated relationship between a writer and his most enduring creation. "I never say never," Connelly admitted when asked if Bosch could meet his end in a future book or series. "I think when a character reaches a certain point, you start thinking about the right way to say goodbye. That point may be closer than fans would like to admit." Bosch, who debuted in 1992's The Black Echo, has aged in real time. Unlike many fictional detectives who remain ageless and timeless, Bosch has grown older with each installment, a fact that Connelly has used as both a narrative device and a symbol of the character's realism. At this stage, Bosch is not only retired from the LAPD, but he's showing the physical and emotional wear of a man who's spent decades chasing justice through moral gray zones and personal sacrifice. While fans might recoil at the idea of Bosch dying, Connelly's reasoning is rooted in storytelling integrity. "I want to be true to the character," he said. "If you write someone who's real, you can't keep them in the game forever." Bosch isn't Superman. He's a man, and men get old. They break down. They die. Connelly's insistence on authenticity has always been a hallmark of his writing, which is part of why Bosch resonates with readers and viewers alike. This doesn't mean Harry Bosch is on death's doorstep. The franchise, including Bosch legacy, remains vibrant and popular. But Connelly's openness to ending Bosch's story definitively suggests that he is thinking long-term, not just about the next book or season, but about how Bosch will be remembered in the annals of crime fiction. There's a certain poetic weight in the idea that Bosch, who has spent his life investigating death, might eventually be the subject of his own last case. Titus Welliver, who portrays Bosch in the Amazon series and its spin-off, has previously acknowledged that Bosch's age and mortality are part of the character's texture. In a previous interview, he said, "Harry's not afraid of death, but he's afraid of being useless." That sentiment echoes the existential questions Bosch has wrestled with in recent storylines, including his role as a mentor, a father, and a man whose moral code is becoming increasingly out of step with the world around him. Still, the idea of killing off Bosch is a risky move. The character has become a modern noir icon, often compared to Raymond Chandler's Philip Marlowe or Dashiell Hammett's Sam Spade. Would fans accept a definitive end, or would it spark backlash? Connelly seems aware of the stakes. "You want to go out the right way," he said. "There are worse things than death for a character. One of them is fading away." That may be the heart of it. Rather than letting Bosch dissolve into irrelevance or become a parody of himself, Connelly appears to be contemplating a meaningful, possibly redemptive exit. It wouldn't be a death for shock value. It would be a culmination. In that sense, Harry Bosch's death could become his final act of defiance against the darkness he's always fought. For now, the detective lives on. Connelly continues to write Bosch-centric novels, and Bosch legacy has been renewed. But fans may now approach each installment with a new layer of apprehension, scanning the pages and scenes for signs of farewell. Could this be the book where Bosch doesn't walk away from the final confrontation? Could this be the moment when his famous mantra, "Everybody counts or nobody counts," turns inward? Connelly isn't tipping his hand. "When the time is right, we'll know," he said, leaving the door cracked open but not yet swinging shut. If and when that moment comes, it will mark the end of one of the most compelling arcs in modern crime fiction. Until then, Bosch remains stubborn, principled, aging, and still relentless in his pursuit of justice. But now the shadows feel just a little bit longer.